That's it off on racing in Division 2, the second, the John Shark Hanlon 4yo Geldings Maiden, as they head on their way towards their first fence. Up front it's going to be In Bulk who's going to take them along, being followed in second by John W. Creasy. Doombeg Dawn is next towards the outside, and they're being followed by Howdy Doody. The inside, Orangate Leal in the green jacket is in between horses, with Big John Wayne. Manila Champ is next, and they're being tracked as they make their way on towards fence number 2 by Chasing Chances. Behind these then races Don't Show Your Hand, who in turn is going to be followed as they go to the next by Sir Ollie, with Benefit Ben just in behind these. Towards the back of the field is Jet Setting Johnny, and the overback marker at this point is Guvara. So now they make their way into the bend. It's going to take them around towards the back straight, and up front it is John W. Creasy who shows the way, being followed on the outside as they make their way behind the lorries and shortly come back into view by In Bulk, and they're being followed next up by Doombeg Dawn. Big John Wayne is next, and they're being tracked down the inside by Howdy Doody, who in turn is going to be followed as they make their way on towards the next by Orangate Leal. Behind Orangate Leal then races the Hanlon runner in the contest, that's Chasing Chances, who in turn is going to be followed as they go towards the next by Manila Champ with Sir Ollie. Don't Show Your Hand is towards the rear of mid-division in company with Jet Setting Johnny. Towards the rear of the field then races Benefit Ben, and the overback marker at this point is Guvara as they clear the third, where John W. Creasy got tight to it, but as they make their way on now, that was fence number 4 rather, and up front it is John W. Creasy who shows the way, been followed back in second in between horses races In Bulk, and they're being tracked by, on the outside there's one just obscured from view, that's Doombeg Dawn. Further back behind these to find Manila Champ in company with Big John Wayne. Orangate Leal is towards the outside, inside Heidi Doody. Further back behind these to find Sir Ollie, has just lost a bit of ground coming around that bend, with Jet Setting Johnny in behind these, and further back behind them to Chasing Chances, with towards the back of the field Don't Show Your Hand, Guvara, and the overback marker is Benefit Ben as they clear out of the first of the 3 fences in the straight and lost one towards the rear there. Guvara was the one to go, was right out towards the back one coming down, was to go on towards the next. Over in front it's In Bulk who has the advantage from Doombeg Dawn the outside. Inside of that one then races John W. Creasy, who in turn is going to be followed into toward the wings of the next fence by Jet Setting Johnny, has made some good ground. Next up behind these races that's Big John Wayne in the black jacket, who in turn has been followed by Sir Ollie, Howdy Doody with Chasing Chances, and then towards the back of the field is Don't Show Your Hand and Benefit Ben. So 12 remain racing as they make their way around into the back straight, and up front it is In Bulk who shows the way, with on the outside now that's Jet Setting Johnny, who's pulled his way through the show now from In Bulk is second, and they're being followed by Doombeg Dawn. Orangate Leal is in fourth, and is in turn followed by John W. Creasy with Big John Wayne, and then behind these races Sir Ollie, with next up Chasing Chances, who in turn is tracked as they make their way along the back straight by Manila Champ, Don't Show Your Hand, Howdy Doody, Benefit Ben, as they now begin to make their way around and head back towards the straight, towards their next line of 3 fences, 10, 11 and 12, and out front it is In Bulk with Jet Setting Johnny, and they're being followed by Doombeg Dawn. Right behind these then races on the inside John W. Creasy with Manila Champ and Big John Wayne. Out wide to find Orangate Leal, and they're being followed about a length further back by Sir Ollie, who in turn is going to be followed by Manila Champ, and then on that one's outside as they swing into the straight races Chasing Chances as they go to the next. All jump safely in behind Chasing Chances then races Benefit Ben, Howdy Doody, and towards the back of the field now at this point is Don't Show Your Hand as they go over the fence that will be their last in a complete circuit's time. And up front it is Jet Setting Johnny, who shows the way just by about 3/4 of a length to Doombeg Dawn. Big John Wayne is up the inside, and they're being followed further back by on the inside In Bulk, who's lost a couple of positions. Orangate Leal is next, and they're being followed. Howdy Doody made a mistake towards the rear mid-division at that fence, as now they're going to make their way on towards the into the back straight. That's going to straighten them on up towards their fence that'll be 4 from the finish. And out front it is Jet Setting Johnny, who has the advantage with Doombeg Dun, and they're being tracked now by Big John Wayne, who in turn is followed down the outside by Orangate Lily is creeping closer. They're being followed next up by Manila Champs or Ollie, and behind these comes Chasing Chances, who in turn has been followed by John W. Creasy with Howdy Doody dropping right back now as Umbug. They're in front of running along Bedford Ben, and then Don't Show Your Hand. We lost one at the fourth last rider, just obscured it. We'll try to pick that up as we continue. It was Sir Ollie who was the one to come down at the fourth last, but as they clear it over the third last, it is up front showing the way now. Doombeg Dun on the outside, on the inside of Orangate Lille, and they're being followed by Big John Wayne. Jet Setting Johnny's weakened back into fourth, and Chasing Chances is trying to stay on in fifth. They're in front of Dun W. Creasy, clear of Howdy Doody, Imbug, Benefit Ben, and Manila Champ. But as they race their way now around the bend, that's going to take them on towards their final two fences. And up front, it is Orangate Lille with on the inside is Doombeg Dun. Big John Wayne is trying to rally back in third now, and they're being followed by Chasing Chances. Manila Champ is weakening, and then Judge Upper Creasy, that Jet Setting Johnny's just in front of that one. But as they go towards the second last, it is lost. Big John Wayne went in third, but it's Orangate Lille who has the advantage from Doombeg Dun. Chasing Chances still staying on, but to the final fence they go. It is Orangate Lille who has the advantage. It's over by 1.5 to 2, and on the run up towards the line, it's going to be Orangate Lille for Rob James and Donnacha Doyle, who's going to score. Back in second, it's going to be a right battle. That's going to go to Doombeg Dun. They were followed in by Chasing Chances. Good battle on for the next spot as well, possibly to, on the far side, John W. Creasy went by with Howdy Doody, putting up before the last was in block, also put up Jet Setting Johnny, Manila Champ, and also putting up was Benefit Ben.